Today we are going to be looking at a different aspect of video in economics, where we are going to be looking at the introduction. That is, today we are going to be looking at episode 1, video 1. With Benjamin Academy, we are going to be putting up 34 episodes from episode 1, video 1 to episode 34, video 4, 34. Benjamin Academics today is going to be giving you or explain to you what economics means. That's what we're going to be introduced to economics. Based on other economics that has given different definitions in as much as economics is concerned, we are going to look at who gave a definition, whose definition was the most appropriate definition for economics. Let us look at the first economics who gave the first definition for economics, which today is known as the father of economics. The father of economics is known as Adam Smith, where we're going to be looking at his definition. Now, based on our father, Adam Smith, he defined economics as an inquiry into the nature of what? Of causes of wealth, nation. That was based on his own thought. That was based on his own psychology. That was based on his own understanding. That was why he gave that economic definition. Because based on him, he saw economics as an aspect of wealth and the means by which total volume of production could be increased. That was based on Adam Smith's mindset. He was thinking of the way by which production, the volume of production could be increased. Other economics like Alfred Marshall gave his own. Alfred Marshall said, economics is the study of what? Of mankind in his ordinary daily life pieces. That was his own thought. That was his own mindset based on economics. Because Alfred Marshall saw economics as that part where it deals with what? With individuals and his social action. So, based on Alfred Marshall's own notion about economics, he was trying to tell the world, or he was trying to clarify the world, that economics clearly associated with the attainment and the use of what? Of the material needs. That was his own mindset, based on what? On his own definition that he gave. We had other economics who gave their definition for economics, where we are going to be looking at GSE. Based on him, he said economics is a practical science of production and distribution of what? Of wealth. Based on his own thought, he thought that economics was involved with what? With the way goods and services are done what? Are produced and distributed. That was his mindset. He had that mindset about economics. That was why he gave that definition. Other economics also gave their own definition, where we are going to be looking at. Now, Edwin Manfredel also came up with his own definition for economics. Edwin Manfredel said economics was concerned with the way resources are allocated among the alternative used to satisfy human wants. If you want to compare the definition given by Edwin Manfredel and that of Professor Lionel Robin, you see that their definitions were almost alike. But Edwin Manfredel's definition do not contain all the key elements that were needed to be approved. That was why when Professor Lionel Robin came in 1952, he defined economy, and every economic accepted his definition. Let us look at the definition of Professor Lionel Robin. Professor Lionel Robin said economics was a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between what? Ends and scales means, which have alternative uses. That was based on his own definition. He made mention of some key elements where we are going to look at it. First of all, he talked of what? Alternative uses. He also made mention of what? He made mention of science. He made mention of human behavior. He made mention of what? Scarcely. He made mention of what? Of aim. These are some of the things we are going to be looking at. Now, based on Professor Lionel Robin, he said economics is what? First of all, we look at the first part. He said economics is what? It's a social science. Actually, when we're in advanced level, we used to look at it. They will say social science subjects, we look at things like geography, we look at things like economics, and we look at other subjects. But based on this, now we are trying to understand why economics was, or economics is a social science. First reason why economics is a social science because scientists sometimes see that what goes up must come down. In turn, if you throw a stone of this nature, it comes down immediately. But economics deals with human beings, which human beings can never be predicted. If you tell me, or if you tell everyone that see there, I'm going to town. When I come back, I'll meet you at that position. You are lying. Because at the end of the day, you cannot go to town and tell me to sit in this position. You go to town and still come and meet me in that same position. Human beings are very unpredictable. Now, he also made mention of what? Human behavior. Economics deals with humans, and their behaviors are very unpredictable, as we earlier heard. That was one of the reasons why economics also approved his definition as the most appropriate definition for what? For economy. Economics, Adam Smith also made mention of what? Of ends. Sometimes we get confused when we look at aims and needs. In other terms, if you want to know what an aim is all about, an aim is also want and different from what? From needs. Now, if you are looking at aim and want, they are all the same. They mean the same thing. Now, aims or wants, or let's say for example, let's specify one. Wants are the unlimited desires of what? Of man. Wants are those aspects of life that you cannot do, that you can do without them. Now, for example, a student who wants a school bag, a pen, a book, dresses, phone, and all others. But if you don't have that means to satisfy them, it becomes what? A want. That means wants are the unlimited desires of man, not backed by the ability to do what? To pay. If you don't have that income to pay for this book, it becomes a want. Whereas need are those aspects of life of which you cannot do without them. That means you cannot go without them. As a human being, you cannot go out without putting a dress. You need a dress. As a human being, you cannot live without drinking water. You need water. You can drink water and you survive. Like now, he also made mention of scarce means. Scarce means because these resources or these ones, unlimited ones, when he made mention of these ones, he said the means to satisfy these ones are what? Are limited. The means to satisfy these ones are limited. That means the income to satisfy these ones are limited. So there is a scarce means of satisfying what? The numerous one. The numerous one. So that was why this definition also was considered the most appropriate definition. And then at the end of the day, he made mention of what? Alternative uses. That was his last part in his definition. He talked about alternative uses. Now, when you have a bag, a book to buy, dresses, phone, and all the others, you don't have the means to satisfy all of them are not available. What do you then do? You need to look for alternative. That is, it is either you buy one and forgo one. The one you forgo, it is known as opportunity cost. On YouTube, if you have checked on our channel, you see how we clearly explain it. Sometimes about 2015, they ask a question that link the term scarcity to opportunity cost. It's already on our channel on YouTube. You can check it in. Okay, dear viewers, we say thank you very much. We have come to the end of our videos on vegetable cleaning package. You look at our numbers on the screen below. You always see our numbers. You get to call us if actually in case you have any need. On our screen below, you also see our channel, the name of our channel. You can subscribe in any of our social media platforms, any Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or on our Twitter page, we always upload notes, and on our Facebook page, we always upload notes and upload videos. Hoping to see you in the next video.